try to show you a quick demo of my character and what it's like when I'm playing with Shadow Lion here. There might be a little delay. It's kind of weird because Xbox has a horrible interface as to how to stream from your system. But anyway, so kind of to discuss some of the things going on here. Now I mentioned that I have the Cyberpunk jacket and some mods installed. Like I have the Cyberpunk mask. You can barely see it. It's like a hologram on my face. However, that's kind of why I like it, because when you're looking at it, it kind of just looks like there's some lines and like cyberpunk things into my skin. For modifications and augments I play with it. Usually, with the blue sky, you can see the horns are there, but normally you can't see it. I have seen pictures of other people on the PC, or I guess maybe a better Xbox, and they can see the mask is like more red, and you can see it better. But either way, I think it's cool. Doesn't really matter. I got the Cyberpunk jacket. You can edit the logos on it, so I have like a generic company from the game instead of the word Sami Rye, because they spell it out properly. My guy is Sami Rye. That's different. And these swords are a backpack, basically. The backpack also has like a jetpack feature. And then on my legs there, you'll see if I uncrouch that besides the nano suit that I have on underneath, there's this external like exoskeleton thing on the outside of my legs. Let me see if I can back up. All right. So you got the green, the red there. Let me see if I can get a good angle of it. But basically what they do is this one mod I have that you can build like an exosuit around you, kind of like the Edge of Tomorrow or Asylum. And I just did the legs because being like a ninja-like character, I'm thinking using science, how would you be a ninja if that's what this kid's fantasy is when he grows up, basically. So you can jump into the air with different technology, and then that would help him reduce fall damage, and basically that's how it works for him. It's kind of how it works in the game Portal 2. You have like augmented legs, but that's it. So he has his different gear and everything. Let's see what else we got going on here. That's pretty much how everything looks on him. I have a mod installed that lets me overlay things. That's why I have a jacket and a nano suit. Normally, you only can pick one chest piece, but if we go look at my inventory here and look at my apparel, you see I have gloves on, a headpiece and a jacket, but then we also have the nanosuit and nanosuit jetpack equipped. They have wraparound goggles. The lower exo support is equipped. So normally those things shouldn't be able to overlap, but they have a mod that allows me to do that. So that's everything for the outfit and how that looks. Go ahead and take a see it now. It absorbs 80% fall damage, which I like because it makes it so it's not like invincible. There is something going on there. There's a reality to it. You can hear the legs, I think, moving when I run. And it's kind of cool. The jetpack does take away from your action points, so it's not infinite. So there's some gameplay elements here. It's not completely unrestricted, but it's not like, it's not like I'm like a god either necessarily. I can still die in combat. Here I'm going to show off some swords. So light, all right, here we go. So this is the basic katana. This will be the one that I would use most often in most situations. You can see it obviously from different views. And the swords, I can't take them directly off my back, but I do have a nano sword, which it comes with the mod. And I've modified it so it looks slightly different than these. But mine has like a wolf handle, which is hard to see outside of the mod. There you go. You kind of see it has like the wolf ivory handle on the end of it, but also has like a little slit in the middle of the blade. And these are all different modifications you can do to the sword that I have done. So I like to keep a lot of different swords on me. We have the plasma katana. This is kind of cool. This is a custom-made katana that they did with a mod. And what I like about it is it's not always glowing. It's just when you swing, it's like a blast of plasma comes out of it. So that's when they get hit with the plasma. Otherwise, it's not normally on there. So that's one way to go about it. Finally, we have the gold tusk, which is again another futuristic like katana. This one has like a curve at the end of it, but it's still a straight blade. So it's just a different one. They all have different stats, different things they can do. Some of them are overpowered. Some of them are kind of balanced. I've modified them. But through like a different playthrough, like if I just start a new playthrough after I'm done experimenting, I can like, you know, figure out how much damage I want the swords to do. I mainly just use the regular one. Let me see what else we have here. Stealth Blade Crimson Katana is basically the shish kebab. That is the same blade that's inside the shish kebab. It's kind of fat because it's with the shish kebab. Normally, katana wouldn't be that fat. Almost looks machete-like in a way. But if you go to shish kebab, which I also keep on me, it actually fits. So I think when you have the shish kebab, all the extra stuff is on it, so you don't notice how big the blade is. But I mean, obviously the shish kebab is a classic, right? So we have that too. I already modded it, put the extra flames on it. So I like this idea that he has all these different swords that he uses, and that's pretty much it. I don't have any guns that I play with right now. There are some guns I thought of that would be cool. So that's how that goes. Next is I'm going to show you when in the weapon wheel we have the kunai, the ninja kunai. They refer to them something different here in the game. Where we got here. I have like little serrated blades and other things on me. They're more like pocket knives. They're not like a part of my main playing style. They're for like the Sandman perk. Oh yeah, but actually I forgot. I can actually show you if I inspect. See, the kunai is a throwing dagger and a throwing knife, and it has a little plasma cartridge. So when you throw it, let me see. Right there. So you throw it, it explodes, and then what you get is a unpowered one, basically. This plasma throwing knife. I would call it a kunai. But yes, I mean you could get that, and then what you have to do is you have to go put another cell inside of them. So I'd make like 30. Is usually what I roll with. That's more than enough. And they're decent in combat. Again, they're mainly cool for the role playing aspect of it. Frag grenade might be good too. But it's like I don't have long range weapons, so it's like kind of like my pistol would be. If I line up a shot, hit him with the kunai, rush in on him. That's kind of the play style that I'm going with this character. Now, when I'm switching around, there are some other things. So there's some portals you can make. I do have a portal gun. I don't know if I want to show it off. The portal gun kind of sucks, but if you've never seen the game Portal, then you would see how the portal gun works. Let me see. I guess we'll show it. It's pretty dangerous, which is kind of cool because you don't want to use that often. I do have. This is like I guess if I'm going to play with a gun, this is a fully modified Gauss rifle. That's kind of a weapon he would use. Again, looks kind of Mad Max-ish, kind of cyberpunk, kind of futuristic wasteland kind of thing. Since that's mainly what he would be at in the Golden Coast, aka the San Andreas Fault, or actually San Francisco Bay. But so that San Andreas Fault drains the bay, and that's why he's out there. Let's see the shotgun. So these again more Fallout-esque weapons, but that's a decent weapon too. I do have weapons on me. I don't usually use them. I don't have them set up as like my permanent weapons. Oh, here you go. This is I forget. I always forget. This is how you can see it. I love the wolf handle on it. That's how you can show it off. You can really see it. So cool. Little old, little new. Again, kind of like an amalgamation of two different concepts. So the portal gun, yeah. Now this gun here, I do have set up as favorites, but I don't play with it often. Very dangerous gun. Because what it does is it creates a portal that you can walk through. So let's say I want to, let me see, I put it down here. Alright, so you have a portal that's there now, right? And let's go ahead and you switch with the bumper, you switch the colors. I have a blue portal there now, right? So now that you have that set up, if I were to walk through it, I instantly come out the other side, which is pretty dope, right? But anything can walk into it. So NPCs can walk into it. You could like throw them off the world that way. Put them into a pit. I don't know what just blew up. But this gun also can make me glitch through the world. It can be kind of crazy based on where you put it at. So I try not to use it too often. And you can't, I don't think you can put the blast away. Let me see if I close the gun. If I unequip the gun, I don't think the portals go away. I'm like literally nervous around it because it's so dangerous. which I guess is kind of cool. No, so it's see the portals stay out in the game world, so that could be problematic if things you don't want start walking into each other. But so I put them up there. I mean, they're kind of out the way, I guess. Like they're just like literally sitting there, whatever. But yes, I don't really use that gun. That gun is very dangerous. But that's kind of what the concept of the character would be, is that he has this technology that lets him go through space and time. Also, with role playing in mind, I found another mod for the Singularity Grenade, which is pretty dope. And with that grenade, it's like a collapsing portal. So it pulls everything into it and then explodes. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show this guy. I'm gonna go fight some people and stuff. And I just want to give you an idea of what everything is before we go. What do we have here else? I think that's everything. Oh, finally, the piece of resistance is the blink grenade. So there's two types. I think infinite is I could just keep throwing it. But basically, the blink grenade, it is a instant teleport that uses the Institute's technology. So in the game, you'll see that there's a way that you teleport to the Institute that involves this very big blue electricity kind of blast thing that's powered by a giant machine. So this gives you like a teeny little one. So it's kind of like merging the concept of Sami Rye with Fallout. I like that a lot. It's like a little cross. I like to think that maybe he made a portal and somehow came into Fallout's universe by accident, a glitch, something like that. I think that's kind of cool. They always usually have a little throwaway line for like a crossover kind of thing. But if I blink and throw it around, I can move, which makes me extremely mobile. Throw that in there with the jetpack, and I can really move around a lot when I'm fighting people. And it's a very fun way to play, and it's very similar to what I had in mind. I searched for these mods thinking about what I would want the character to be able to do, but then I did find some other mods that inspired me for more things for the character to do. So it's kind of like a writing tool, I think of it. And some other world mods, like this is probably the best world mod I find so far, is that I had clean water. Because if this was, let's say, the world of Neochrome, then the water wouldn't be irradiated, because that's not the issue. So that's like one small thing I found. And I wanted something that maybe changed the whole look of the world. And there's a snow one, which I guess kind of would be cool if he had like a snow story that he was doing. But that's not really what I'm looking for right now. So in general, I haven't really started playing with him. He does have like infinite carry weight, and he's like level, I don't know what level he is at this point, level 96. I have like all the points and stuff on him, just as I experiment really. But once that all that stuff is there, I know what mods work for me. I can always go back to my first save with all the mods on, and then start like basically fresh. And I have pretty much settled on this mod list. I just haven't had a chance to play. So now I will go over and show you some combat. Let's find a place that's kind of nasty. Blink grenades. Let me see. Where can I go quickly to show off some combat? I guess I think I'll just run towards the city and see what we can find to attack. I think that'd be simpler. So I have, I think I have a mod on the exo legs that makes me run a little bit faster. So even I think actually when I'm walking, I'm like already faster than I am when I'm running, even though the animation isn't running. When I go into the run animation, I don't think I'm going that much faster. I don't know. I'm moving pretty quickly. But let's put my default katana on. Yeah, so if I'm Sami Rye, I'm going around the world looking for things to get into, doing quests. There we go. Is he not? Oh, is he not attacking me? Alright, so he's getting a little warmed up here. Find something to get into. Normally I would have my kunai set up, so let me switch back to that. Trying to get a feel for it. I'm rusty. I spent so much time setting up this friggin' stream on Xbox. Drives me crazy. Alright. So I think there's some bad guys on this roof up here. We could practice our sword play on them. Really, what I need to do is get rid of this. That's like another teleport gun I experiments with that I don't like. But I'm going to put my blink grenades up there. Favorites. Here we go. Blink grenades. Yeah, see, I forgot all about this. And my plasma knives. Gonna go up there too. So we got plasma knives, and what my singularity grenade? That's just for fun. So we'll put that all the way over here in the dangerous territory because that is dangerous. Alright, so my blink grenades are equipped. So, really, the best thing for the blink grenades, I find at least, is to play with them in first person. I get a better idea of where the arc is going. I want to land on the stairs. But throwing them through like the, like the little pieces of supports, I'm never sure where they're going to go. I kind of swore there was a way to guarantee that was like a stealth kill. I guess I'm thinking of something different. Now, that's just, some general sword play or whatever. I know I've tried earlier to get like a bunch of kill animations, but it's so inconsistent as to when the game will give you kill animations. I remember Skyrim had a mod where you had a lot more kill animations. I don't know how many guys are up here. Oh, here we go. And that threw me off the building. I was starting to wonder. I was like, wait a second. That's taking a long time to drop. That's crazy that they go that far. I didn't realize how far they went. And for the most part, see, with this one, it's good. Since the grenade will bounce off the walls, I haven't found a situation yet where, like, I'm getting, like, put through the, the world's geometry. Not high enough. Okay. Well, no biggie. Let's see where we end up. Perfect. So yeah, at this point, I'm not invisible, but my stuff is super high, and my blink grenades definitely throw off the enemies in the game. So that's some stealth gameplay. Let's see if we can get into some actual all-out fighting. I'm gonna try a singularity grenade. That did nothing. That's interesting. Yeah, that's not that great. So I never really used it too much in combat. I usually play with the plasma kunai. But that's the wrong thing too. What the hell was that? Oh, there it goes. So I actually picked them up. I guess the other ones, they ran away. So there's not much of range in like the sucking of the singularity grenade. But whatever. Again, this is only for RP, like role-playing purposes. Kind of looking around and seeing what mods I thought, complemented each other. Where else are we at here? Let's see if I get a stealth kill. All right, we get a kill animation. So I'll set my feet. Wrong move. There you go. Do it for the stream. All right, that's all I really wanted. So finally, I guess I'll show off and now let it go, is my power armor. So I have an awesome mod, the concept that the mod gave me an idea of, like Ronin Warriors or Power Rangers, where, you have a, an agile character who maybe every once in a while can get into some kind of big armor-like thing, because he's a ninja, but he also, Sami Rye the ninja, right? So he is a ninja, he's the ninja, but he wishes he could be a samurai, right? So I think that's kind of the idea that he deals with. He's a thief, he's agile, he's not the samurai, he's not honorable necessarily, at least that's the complex he deals with. But he builds this, armor suit, and sometimes he can, turn into a samurai temporarily, at least in the sense of, that he has a suit on. So, when I'm playing that way, I equip a laser sword, and this is with the mod. So when I hit this, using the Institute technology here, it basically teleports the armor around my body. It teleports me into the armor, wherever I'm at. And I installed in the armor the shocks or the explosive legs, where if you jump down on an enemy, it explodes. So my entrance with that, and also my jetpack, and hopefully a really high place for me to be, is usually a combination of all those things. So if I set up my menu here, all I gotta do is press A, and I'm gonna turn into the armor. So what I do first is I'll jump, expend my jetpack, at some point, hit the armor on. Once you hit the ground, he explodes, and you have the Sami Rye armor for Sami Rye the ninja. And then I only use this typically when I have my power armor out, because I think it's a much bigger blade and looks a lot cooler. It's basically like a friggin' laser gun. They somehow modified it into a laser. You can see the back of it has like a spine, so it's not just like a lightsaber. There's a whole oh, you know what? I'll go into the menu here so you can see it. So in here you can see how it actually looks, the laser sword. There's different modifications for it, but I made it blue because, again, I have the red armor, so I wanted to kind of have like a different color. But you can see, yeah, it's kind of like the end barrel they use for the laser rifle, but they spin it around so it's facing back towards, where the actual source of the energy is. And you get that crazy energy beam. I like the wire on it. I think it looks cool. And also, again, this idea that you could break the sword. It's not perfect. It's not impervious. It's not, the best weapon in the whole world. It's not a lightsaber. There's a flaw to it, right? Which I think is cool. So, yeah, that's how that kind of looks. And that's pretty much it. I mean, so then that's the style, right? So those are the situations. Deathclaw comes around. Those are the guys, I sometimes will get into the power armor. I can't fly when I have the power armor on. I could put a jetpack on it, but at that point I thought, this is not about that. This is more about slugging it out and, being a samurai at this point. I'm not running. I'm not being agile. I'm facing my foes down in battle. So that idea I never had for the character, and now that the mod gave me that idea. So again, like a writing tool, I found that looking at some of the different ideas out there were very helpful, and they made the gameplay pretty interesting. If you're, I have like a bunch of them. Oh, basically, I think it's the first time my core went low. And then I guess the very last thing is when I'm done, and I leave the armor, he slides out, which is something you normally can do, but like they set it up so he always slides out, because the concept of that mod is that you're always getting in fast. So even there, like I could bring it right back onto my body, which I normally don't do. I usually try to always save it for a special encounter, and bust it out for certain situations. And it's completely modded up. Again, it's like maximum armor. So it's cool. So I think in that kind of thing, once you get a power armor, it's the last power armor you were in. I only use this power armor in this playthrough. So I got the power armor, modded it out with some building materials and stuff. That's pretty much how that worked. And the last thing I'll do is show you is something that's not Sami Rye related per se, but it is a mod. It's the Sim Settlement mod, which I do like, but I personally probably wouldn't use it much myself. It's just something that I think that is pretty cool. It needs some work, and also I need to learn more about it. I don't know how to use it fully, and there's a lot of information on it. I think I might have put 3 hours already into trying to learn how the mod works. It's very complicated. I think the input is worth like the time, but I would make a brand new character and just focus on building. Like I would almost be like a pacifist, right? Like a diplomat or something, to play with this. So this mod here is called Sim Settlements, pretty much. I'll show you in a second. Let me get out my power armor here. We'll take a look at this, and then at nighttime, I'm gonna make the time move forward today. But basically, Sim Settlements is like Sim City, and also The Sims, and they're all part of that same kind of vibe, where you have a settlement, and you can see there's a new HUD on my left hand side there with the health and the food and all those things you expect. And then there's this whole my settlement here, right? So Sanctuary, I haven't done anything here really. 99% of this, the game did it, right? The mod did it. Basically, you tell the mod, hey, I want you to build out the city. You can do it yourself, and you also have the option to install like a pre-built city. And people make the cities, and there's different versions of Sanctuary. And this is the place you come to. You use this. This is what the mod basically is. You go in here, you pick a layout. I picked like the default layout it came with. I didn't care. And it built all of this. So obviously the house is there, but all the stuff here, the wires, the stores, there's a security, I think, outpost over here. All this here, which is like built on top of the broken house. I didn't do this. And there's really like neat little details. Like if you come here, like there's like a chair, there's like in the floor kinda. There's radio. There's a basketball thing up there. I think is like it looks like it has like more armor. A whole little plateau here with a light. That's not what the defense tower normally comes with. Even those like wooden stilts is not normally there. But I didn't build any of that. It built itself. I'll come back to this section here. But all this here, it was not built by me. All this scaffolding, I didn't build any of this, right? So the game just basically builds it all out in front of you. And when you leave, they keep building. So they keep on adding more. Oh, that is awesome. So literally what I'm showing you, the game, the city updated right before that. That's so cool. I've never seen this. So this one, now they've added some walls to it. They've added some brick. That's fucking awesome. I've never seen that before. So the idea is that your settlers are always here, and there's different options. Like I could come back and this would already be done. But I have an option on where it doesn't update till I come back, because I want to see it when it happens, right? So it's kind of like it's ready to go, and when I come in, it basically like unpacks it. But you could have it if you want more realistic, where like you come back and it's done, and it doesn't like appear in front of you. But I haven't seen this one before. So the idea is after your settlement will keep getting better and better, they'll keep installing more and more things. There are some examples in the settlement where you can see people like living with like basically, yeah, like this guy has like a car he put here. I say all this stuff here. I didn't put any of this stuff down. We got some fire because people are cooking here. And look, it looks like more of the city is upgrading. It's probably like due for an upgrade because I've had this on for a while, and it's probably just doing this while I'm standing here. I didn't put that turret there. Like I didn't put anything down pretty much. I'll show you the things I put down. Even this wall looks new. Oh yeah, like this looks cool. So yeah, I was expecting something different, but I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be a science place in here, but I think it makes it so cool where you're not waiting on them hand and foot. Now, I can build stuff here, and they will build around it. I think they will move your things if they're in the way when they build stuff out. But you kind of can see where they're going to build. So I would just put stuff in some places where they're not going to build. For example, the back of Sanctuary, all this is pretty much left like unmessed, like unaltered so far. So I would put my stuff back there probably. And I don't know who put that workbench there. But yeah. So I mean, this is I think it's a pretty cool mod. It's not perfect though, right? I think this is one of those mods that kind of takes away from the game, in a sense, because they built this whole friggin' wall. This wall was not here. It's like a junk wall with like a friggin' a burial thing. Can I get after here? I don't even know if that's a good thing, but they built it. Yeah, next to this place here now. Okay, let me get out of here. So I guess it stops the NPCs from getting through. I don't know if they're going to add more to it, but I mean, it does stop them. So maybe they just don't realize, because again, it doesn't have that Bethesda polish. I mean, I would pay $20 for this one mod alone if they put this in Creation Club, maybe $30, because there's a lot of cool ideas. This is an interior. They're doing this, right? So if you come to this panel, you look at the panel, it's a residential plot. Basically, there's like an invisible space on the floor that determines that this is residential. Look at the plate options. You can find the owner. You can do some other weird things here. View plaque. It's not really working right now. The view plaque option. Again, missing that polish. Oh, I love this. Right. So they built this like little this little plateau with like a piece of wood. They installed like this. They had a little box down there, and then they put a sleeping bag on top of it. And I came in here last time. A guy was sleeping here. It just seemed interesting to me. Like it's a sleeping bag, but it's also kind of like. I see that was lag right there. So this is the plaque I was trying to show you before. Basic bedroom for the post-apocalyptic man. There's some stats about it. Oh, you can tax them. You can get some caps from them. Basically, it's like a small tax you can put on there. It helps the settlement grow faster. You can also donate your own caps into like a pool, and they'll use that caps to go buy things they need for the settlement. So you can make it grow faster based on if you put caps in. So there's a whole gameplay mechanic behind it. There's even lore and like a story of like the terminal, what it was meant for, like running, like it will help you run your city better. And we take the program, we use it to make our settlements better. But yeah, I thought that again, there's just a small little touches like that would just make coming back to Sanctuary more interesting. And there's every single settlement. I downloaded like a pre-built one for all of them, so you don't have to use it, but I would probably use it in my playthrough. And then see, this is new. I've never seen this before. Like it's like when I first came here, you might see like a chair and a table, right? Maybe not even this chair and table. I guess they have a sleeping bag under the table, which is so interesting, right? I never even thought about that, right? But it makes it feel like they're living here. Like different people are doing things. Like someone put bunk beds in here. That's cool. I can't use this locker. This is not even a locker in the game. The citizens of Sanctuary Hill finished their improvements. So, alright, so it was improving. Yeah, like, I never seen this oil furnace or whatever that is. So now I guess this is a new stage the settlement is at. Or at least most places in the settlement are at. I wonder what else upgraded. You do see little things like this though. Like this is obviously a glitch or something that's gonna come out in the future, but it put down first. And this is something I put down. Now, I try to put down a recreational area, but all my items are floating. I think it's because I'm supposed to put down like the foundation piece first. There's even like dirt foundation. Like you can alter the terrain through these pieces they put in the game. I can maybe try to show you. It was pretty interesting. So you come in here, and this is all part of the mod, free mod. Residential plots, agriculture plots. These are all invisible things you put down. This is like gives like the AI of the game. Decorations, but then there's foundations. I think I'm supposed to put a foundation down first and then put down a recreational plot. But there's also like terraformer foundations, what they call it. I don't have clay. I don't know how to make clay, but it must be, again, something I have to YouTube and figure out. It's a material that's in the game. Hey, baby. Hey, sit down. Daddy's talking, okay? Sit down. We can watch me. I'm almost done. See, dirt is a material. I don't have those. And the cheat codes that I have for, or like the cheat mod that gives you infinite resources, basically, doesn't apply to these. If there's a way to make it apply, I don't know. But basically, you end up putting down dirt. So I could like basically raise the dirt, and then now you can see the plot highlighted. That's what I put down. I actually can pick it up and move it, I guess. Moving the plot will demolish anything built on it. Are you sure you want to move this? No, cancel the movement. Yes, knock it down. Yes, rebuild the same model. So if I move it, I think like if I put it like over here, all those objects will come back. Or if I move it without doing that, without picking that option, I can put it down in like invisible, and it'll build up new objects. So again, he said real robust mod, a lot of stuff going on with Sim settlements, and this is just one settlement. But all the settlements come with a pre-built thing that you can opt to use. I didn't have to use any of this. I could have put down everything I wanted piece by piece and built my own settlement. But I like this because it saved time. Oh, cool. Welcome to Sanctuary. That's cool. Oh, I don't even think this freaking gate was here earlier. This whole thing is new. I'm so happy during our stream that you got to see this. I've never even seen this, and I mean that's awesome. That's what I'm talking about. And in the controller, you can that computer panel, you can make it so. I don't know. See, part of me kind of wants to make it so I come back and it's just done. Maybe after I got familiar with it more and I'm used to seeing the structures. But I kind of did like the fact that I was here. This is another thing I put down. I was trying to make like a store area. Again, all my items are floating because I should have put down some kind of foundation, which I didn't know, and I haven't bothered to go fix it yet because I kind of was bummed out by the Sim settlements. But this right now, as I'm talking to you or I'm making this video, is pretty cool. This is actually getting me kind of more excited about this mod because I wasn't really using it too much or playing with it. It was just here kind of, and I think this is actually pretty cool. Oh my God, what is this fucking room? None of this was here before. We were just in here. And I was like, oh, I think it's going to be a computer area. This is a plumbing area? What is this place? Man, that's so cool. I don't know. I think I like the fact that it's not as realistic, but I like the fact that I know I saw the change happen. Yeah, like I wonder what they're going to do, right? Like how are they going to make it? Well, I don't even want to touch anything right now. Yeah, so Sim Settlements is a very cool mod. People love it. I really, really hope Bethesda, buys it or teams up with these guys. They have expansions for the mods. There's like a whole like other mechanic where you can invade places and take them over. I don't want to get into all of it. I probably could do another hour just talking about it. Again, I've been 3 hours or more maybe into looking it up. See that like that light bulb. So it looks like someone's even building stuff here. So maybe this part of the town that I thought was going to be left untouched, maybe they do have plans for it. Yeah, they do. Look, this gate wasn't here. Oh, so they're going to build stuff everywhere in here. That's insane. I thought it was just empty. So it's like they haven't even gotten to it, right? Like they're building slowly throughout the settlement. They're not even going to build everywhere to start, which is awesome. I think these picnic tables might be new. I don't know. I have no idea. Wow, like now I'm just looking around. So, yes, everything. I know this became longer than I planned on it being, but hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully it was interesting to show you some of the mods in the Xbox. My final verdict for the mods, though, I definitely would like to get a PC one day that can play all these things and really take advantage of the mods. I just happen to pick up an Xbox for $100 and get this game on the Game Pass for like $1 a month or something like that. So I mean that's kind of cool, but I definitely rather play on the PlayStation. The streaming trying to share this video with you. It took me like 6-7 hours. It was a horrible process. I like hate Microsoft for it because I'm so bummed out how horrible their freaking streaming process is. But it is cool that their mods are unrestricted. Yeah, and that that you can make this kind of crazy stuff in the game. But PC is definitely, I think, where it's at if you ever wanted to get into something like this. And it's just not something I can do at this point in my life. Maybe down the road, my retirement plan, right? I always like to say that kind of stuff. I'll retire and buy a PC to play modded versions of Fallout. Even New Vegas, I saw on YouTube, is getting a really big update. From the modding community, it's like basically a whole other DLC. So, yeah, man. But that's the idea. That's everything. So that was Sami Rye. I hope this was enjoyable. Peace.